I did a video on the book that's called The Day the Crayons Came Home. And I did it differently. I did an introduction, then read the book after I'd taken pictures of each page and did a little voiceover and posted it, and people seem to like that better. I think I do too, but it's a lot more work. It was much easier to just read it. It's a lot more work to get the pictures right, or reasonable at least. I don't have a ton of equipment here with me that I could do video production stuff with. And this wasn't something, I was really planning on having to do. But I think the quality is good enough. I hate to just be good enough, but I think the quality is good enough where you can see the pictures and hear the audio. And I cleaned it up a little bit. I think it sounds okay. The book that we did yesterday was had a lot of reading, and I hope everybody enjoyed it. So it took a bit of time, but I think it's a great sequel to the original book, The Day the Crayons Quit. It's a pretty funny idea that the crayons have these feelings and ideas about how they're used, where black only gets to do the outlines, red gets used too much, or in the second book where gold gets rubbed all the way down to a little tiny piece. And that does happen to our crayons. We have crayons that we use a lot more than others. Certain colors almost never come out of the box. So I get that idea, but it's interesting that an author would think about giving us that perspective. Today, I think I'm going to do 2 books. There's not a lot of reading in either one of them, but it's 2 books that I really like. So I said, well, I'll do them on the same day since there's not a ton of reading. This one, Pizza by William Steig. This book is one of my son Alex's favorite books. When he was a little kid, we used to read this to him, and then, well, you'll see what happens in the book, but we would lay him down like he was Pete and make a pizza out of him. I think he really enjoyed that when he was a little kid, and I think he still thinks about that sometimes today. And this one is called Mud by Marilyn Ray. Mud is not a complicated story. It's very, very simple, but the illustrations by Laura Stringer are fantastic. They're a little bit different than some other illustrations that you might have seen. They're big and bold. They are pieces of things, I guess is a way I could describe it. But if you haven't seen Mud before, I hope you enjoy it. So, what else has been going on? Let me think. What's been going on? Not a lot, I guess. Been basically in the house. I did go outside and take a bike ride with the boys, and we've been working out and doing some things like that. And I had some nice interactions with some of the older students online about a reading that they did on Jackie Robinson. I thought some of them made some great comments, and it was nice to have a little chat and a little interaction with them about that. But, the days are very similar at this point, and I don't get to do my favorite part of teaching is being with kids, being with students and talking to them. And even though sometimes students, especially you little guys out there, it can drive us a little bit crazy sometimes, but that's part of the fun of the whole thing is kind of, the interaction with the students is really kind of the best part of the job. So, well, I'm going to get started with my read aloud, and I hope you enjoy both of them. And if you don't, I'll take another swing tomorrow and hope that we get something that you really enjoy. See you in a bit.
Pete's in a bad mood. Just when he's supposed to play ball with the guys, it decides to rain. Pete's father can't help noticing how miserable his son is. He thinks it might cheer Pete up to be made into a pizza. So he sets him down on the kitchen table and starts kneading the dough and stretching it this way and that. Now the dough gets whirled and twirled up in the air. Next, some oil is generously applied. It's really water. Then comes some flour. It's really talcum powder. And then some tomatoes. They're really checkers. Pete can't help giggling when his mother says she doesn't like tomatoes on her pizza. "All right," says his father. "No tomatoes, just some cheese." "The cheese is pieces of paper." "How about some pepperoni, Petey?" Pete can't answer because he's only some dough and stuff. But when that dough gets tickled, it laughs like crazy. "Pizzas are not supposed to laugh." "Pizza makers are not supposed to tickle their pizzas." "Well," says his father, "it's time for this pizza to be put in the oven." Ah, now our pizza is nice and hot. Pete's father brings the pizza to the table. "It's time to slice our pizza," he says. But the pizza runs away and the pizza maker chases him. The pizza gets captured and hugged. Now the sun has come out. And so the pizza decides to go look for his friends. One night it happens. Maybe it begins in the warm of the day, and night only releases the scent. But it's always at night that it happens. Someone opening a door will notice. Earth comes unfrozen. A cold, sweet smell rises in the ground, like sap in the snow. By morning, brown leaves loosen from their frozen drifts and run rattling in the flapping wind. Small scattered stones, where the sun has seen them, will thaw pools of grass. The hills will remember their colors. Winter will squish, squawk, stop. Splat, slurp, melt in mud. Happy mud. Stir it, stick it. Dig it, dance it. Gooey, gloppy, mucky, magnificent mud. Come spring, come grass, come green.
Well, we're back. I hope you enjoyed those. If you watched both of them, if you only watched one, that's fine. Or maybe if you just fast forward through and just want to listen to me talk, that's fine too. Whatever you like, it's your experience. But I wanted to talk about Pizza for a minute. I love the title, Pizza. It sounds like you're saying pizza twice, but it's really Pete's a Pizza. And in the book, you know, Mom and Dad treat Pete like he is a pizza. They do all those things to him, and it's really pretty funny. Especially the part where his parents tickle him and he gets upset that the pizza shouldn't be tickled. I think that's pretty funny. If there's anything that you liked about either one of the books and you want to have a little discussion about it, you can just comment in your classroom or comment in your class dojo, and people have been making comments and I get back to them. If there's something specific you had to ask or a request that you want to make for a book, you can go ahead and do that. I hope you enjoyed the pictures in mud. I'm not saying too much. Try not to do that when I'm recording. Look at that. Remember that picture in the book? Isn't that wonderful? Where it said, someone opening a door will notice Earth comes unfrozen at the end of the winter. Isn't that amazing? Really wonderful illustrations. Hey, did you notice today I didn't wear a hat? I always wear a hat. I have probably 50 of them here, maybe more, between my sons and I. Just today I decided not to wear one. I shaved my head and just decided not to wear a hat today. The barber shop is closed. My beard needs a little bit of trim. Some of you young guys out there, they always want to touch it. What does it feel like? And of course I don't mind if they do that, if they're so curious that they're willing to ask if they could give it a touch. It doesn't bother me at all, but yeah, no hat today. Well, I hope you had a great time today. I hope you're having a wonderful time interacting with your other teachers, and I hope you're making some time for the people in your lives at home. I know you're with them all the time, but I hope you're making some time to really interact with them. Maybe play a game or some cards, something like that, to interact with them. Kind of put school away for a little bit. I know it can be stressful for everybody. Mom and dad and the people at home aren't used to helping you all the time with your instruction. So it can be a little bit tough, and it's a little bit tough for us as well. And we can't wait until the day that we get back to Richmond Avenue School and get to see everybody in person. It's going to be a great day. Have a great rest of your day. See you back here tomorrow.